Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And as you can tell by my sweater, it is holiday time and we're going to tell you about a special upcoming show. My guests are Msesippi from Tornado Bait and Mike Holtzclaw. Welcome.
Thanks for having us, and I'm glad to see you this year.
I know, right? I was not around last year. I was down and out. Well, tell me about this year's. This is a tradition. You come every year.
I hope so.
Mike has not been part of this in interview, but you've been part of the show for a while, right?
I came on board with Msesippi 4 years ago as part of this, and we have become a good team, along with Dwight Easter, our favorite artist.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
just does wonderful work with us, and the three of us work together very well and put together a nice array of musicians each year to join us and other entertainers.
So this is a staple. It's at the History Museum. Give us the date and time, and then we'll talk more.
All right. Well, it's December 20th from 6 to 8 p.m., and it's going to be at the Hampton History Museum, and that's a Wednesday night.
And it's free for members, so I don't...
Memberships are a great idea. It is free for members, but it's also only $5. And let me make sure I got these prices right. I shouldn't forget because they've never changed them. Students 15, individual 25, couples 40. We're just friends, but individual guests, household family. A family for 75. Are you kidding me? One concert every month on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
You make up your money. We certainly do. That's why. And it's a great Christmas gift, holiday gift,
Christmas
whatever your
gift.
tradition is. So tell us, you are not dressed in your usual red and green.
Actually, she dresses like this all the time.
Well, I know that doesn't look as holiday-esque as you usually do.
I'm
you have
training.
a special theme.
I'm training for space right now. I was super inspired by the Apollo 8 taking place during the Christmas season. It was a large broadcast. The world was in a rough place in 1968, and we're still in a rough place now.
Right.
And this broadcast took place December 24th, and they read from Genesis, and they addressed it to the people of the good earth. And the thought was to be as inclusive as possible, to make sure that we leave space for the Christians, the Muslims, the Jews, everyone. And I just thought it was so beautiful back in 1968 that they were thinking about that I wanted to make sure the whole Hampton community felt welcome. And I'll say this, if I don't have this at my holiday show, it's because you're not there and you were supposed to bring it, because we love to celebrate. Holidays are about friends and family.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a musical show, at least mostly, right?
Mostly.
Who's performing this year?
This year we have Katie Teardrop, and she's been with us for a few years. We have Matt Thomas, the guitar virtuoso. We have Troy Breslow, which I'm pretty excited about. It's a Hampton favorite for sure.
Right.
And all of them have become. Mm-hmm. We have Mike Holtzclaw that's coming back to do the writing again. We have Dwight Easter, one of our favorite artists. We have Dan Kennedy reading us out at the end of the night, and hopefully you and everybody else.
We have Armando the Clown.
My goodness gracious. And it's the first year we're going to have a clown, so I'm pretty excited about that.
So this is, people not familiar with you, describe the kind of atmosphere that your shows have.
So I have this little band called Tornado Bait, and it's always been considered the people's band, and we want you to join in and have fun. But if you don't want to join in, we will let you sit back and just watch. But it's a group activity. We're going to try and have, if your kids don't want to sit still, I'm going to have something for them to do. If you want to get up and dance and join the band, we're going to have something for you to do. And we're also going to learn about the universe. Secretly, this is a mission for world peace, and I've been training very hard. That's what we're all doing. We're going to do a little space travel that night.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
We left out another musical guest, Through with Therapy.
How did I leave out Through with Therapy?
Is our headliner,
oh my gosh.
actually.
Chris Jacobson, Through with Therapy. They're going to be starting our night out.
And last year was a pretty hard rockin' Christmas
It was.
special.
They've been spinning me through some hard G-forces. I apologize for forgetting some of those important details.
That's okay. This year is going to be more what you would think of as traditional. We're going to be doing
I do not associate that word with Mississippi.
That's why I brought Mike, to make sure everybody had something.
Musically, it's going to be more traditional Christmas music with a lot of very talented and diverse local musicians. And we talked about how we like the idea of taking these traditional Christmas songs, holiday songs and kind of bringing something creative, letting our talent bring something creative and distinctive to it. And they also have the option, if they have any original holiday songs. Troy is going to bring some Hanukkah cheer to us.
For him.
And it's going to be, if you were at the show last year, which was a lot of fun.
It always is.
This is going to be a different vibe from last year, but it's still going to be really cool. And as the date gets closer, we're looking so forward to it.
And Mike, you write a special poem every year with some local references. Without giving too much away, what can you tell us about this year?
Well, last year's poem involved Santa Claus and sometimes Mrs. Claus visiting Hampton throughout the year.
Yeah.
And going
one
to
for
different
each month.
events.
Right.
One for
That
each
was fun.
month. And they would go to Phoebus, and during the summer they went to a Pilots game. They went to the opening. They actually went to a sneak preview of the Aquaplex last year. Santa left some hair in the water, which they weren't happy about.
Is that what pushed it back for a minute? I was wondering.
I think it was.
It makes sense now.
Santa's
And then the
hair clogged
reindeer came and tried to repeat everything. So
this year's poem will involve a lot of reindeer. 8 to be specific. Rudolph is actually involved also. Rudolph is going to come with Santa to Hampton on a mission to recover the other 8 reindeer who are all hanging out here.
Because it's a great place to hang out, right?
It's a great place to hang out, and they all find different ways to enjoy themselves. It's not like they're all hanging out together and Santa can just come and grab them and go. He has to travel around the city looking for them. And I realized when I started writing this that if the 8 reindeer were all here in Hampton, Santa could not use his sleigh to get to Hampton.
Oh.
So he had to charter a flight into Langley.
Oh, wow.
And
that ties in with the a little bit.
But one of the things that I love each year, and I've expressed this to Msesippi, when I finish writing the poem and I like where it goes, and I then give it to her and I give it to Dwight Easter, our artist, and then Dwight begins bringing my words and images to life with his just very distinctive artwork.
It was beautiful.
I start getting emails and Facebook messages from him about every other day with these images that I just look at and go, oh my God.
That's so cool. So you guys work on this for a long time.
A long time.
We get to enjoy the fruits of your labor on December
20th at 6 to 8 p.m. at the Hampton History Museum.
Perfect. And it's fun. It is absolutely a blast. And if you're not in the Christmas spirit, or the holiday spirit, because there's multiple holidays, this will get you there.
Well, and I think if there's one thing I could say to expand on what Mike said, the most exciting part for me every year is that I love to come up with these ideas. I love to make art. But the greatest thing is that I get to see the way everybody else celebrates their holiday. We're so used to the same set of 5 or 10 songs, and here's all my friends, these artists, creators, and new friends, and I say, hey, here's the theme, and they're coming up with new ideas and new songs, and it's really all of our chance to see what the holiday means to everybody, and it's fascinating, and it's a gift to me every year.
We actually have local musicians who will reach out and say, hey, I'd love to be a part of this.
It's really becoming a tradition in Hampton and among the music community and among the History Museum fans. It's a diverse crowd that comes
I hope
to
so.
this.
I just noticed all these specials, the TV and everything has changed so much. And unless you're buying this, or this or that, all of our specials are not airing and they're all gone. And why worry about what's gone? Make our own.
Yeah.
This is what we have. And Hampton's an awesome city, so I just love it.
That's perfect. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope to see you at this Christmas special. It is an absolutely wonderful event. And I keep saying Christmas, but of course it will cover Hanukkah. It will cover any theme. The idea is space travel and bringing us all together in peace, love, and joy, learning a little bit, having a lot of fun. I hope to see you there.